Hello there, St. Louis de Montfort Catholic School community. Mr. Stewart here, along with Mrs. Bentivolio. We want to welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year. We can't wait to see the children tomorrow, and we look forward to a great year. Mrs. Bentivolio and I want to give you some information today. Information ordinarily we would give you in person, information that we would give you at back to school night, which is going to be virtual this year. So this is our first virtual information giving session. Once again, welcome back. Do you know that we have a new mission statement this year? Last year, the community worked on a new mission statement, and here's our new mission statement. This is what our goals and our desires will be for the children this year. St. Louis de Montfort is a Roman Catholic school committed to educating the whole child through discipleship and academic excellence. We are dedicated to becoming the best versions of ourselves as we learn to know, love, and serve Christ in the world. That's what we're going to do here for you and with you this entire school year. You, as parents, are your children's first educators, and we support you in that. We're going to help you, help them to be disciples. At the same time, we're going to grow in the same way. And we look forward to that, and we believe in that, and that's why we're here. So we want to encourage you to understand our mission statement, to know it, and to be on board with it. Right behind the importance of this mission statement to us is something else that's really important this year. That's important every year. Safety is important every year. This year, it's taking on a new complexion. New complexion because of the pandemic that we're in. So we're in a battle. We are in a battle to keep the coronavirus out of our school, and we cannot win this battle without you. You are on the front line of the battle. So we know that you already know this, but it has to be said. You can't send kids here sick. You can't send them here with a fever. You can't send them here if you suspect they have symptoms of COVID. Please don't send them here if they're sick. We'll do the same thing. This way, we might be able to win this battle. We're going to wear our masks. We're going to do everything in our reopening plan to the best of our ability every single day in order to stay well and healthy. We cannot win this battle without you supporting us. We know you will, but it has to be said. And thank you in advance for supporting us by doing the right things when it comes to the safety and protecting us in this battle against coronavirus. A couple other pieces of information I want to share with you too. Communication is important to us at the school. It's important to you, and it's one of the strengths I think we have as a school. We're going to communicate to you weekly in our newsletter. Every Wednesday we have a weekly newsletter coming from the office. It's important for you to look that over and to be familiar with it and to understand what's there. Many times the questions that you have are answered in our newsletter. You'll get some emails with our parent-student handbook, our family handbook. That's important for you to look at. There's a middle school handbook, important for you to look at. The communication that you get from school should not be ignored. It should be looked at and read and understood. And that will help you stay in touch with what's going on in school. Also, we communicate via email very well, and so do you. So email is always open. You can email the principal, all the teachers. We will try to get back with you in a timely way, in a timely fashion, understanding that during the school day, we're all working and we're all busy. We're taking care of the children. And so it might take us a little while to get back to you. And I tell the teachers, if you can get back within 48 hours, 2 business days, then you're doing a good job. So that's our goal. Many times it's much quicker than that. Should never be longer than that. So email is a great way to communicate with us. Also, we have a system of making phone calls. It's called the Swift K-12 alert system. So if there's an alert that we have to give, if we're out for a snow day, those kind of things, I can make a phone call. Everybody gets that communication on your phones. I would like to ask this. Please don't send personal text to teachers or administrators. Let's keep it professional. So knowing a teacher's personal phone number, calling them on their personal phone, using a personal text, that's not the professional way to go about school business. So please, let's keep it professional and on the up and up, and let's do emails and communicate well by phone as well. Also, please be aware of something that we put into practice here at the school. It's called the principle of subsidiarity. The principle of subsidiarity says that when you have a question or a concern, you start at the lowest common denominator. Where do I start to get the answer to my question or concern? And 99% of the time, that's the teacher. So go to the teacher first. Ask the teacher what's going on. They'll explain it to you. 99% of the time, you're going to understand it perfectly after you talk to the teacher. If there's a time where you call a teacher, you talk to a teacher, you have questions, and you still have concerns afterwards, then you would go to the principal. But we don't go right to the top. That's not the principle of subsidiarity. The principle of subsidiarity, start at the lowest rung, work your way up. That's the way we would like to do it here. I think it's the right way to do it. and we appreciate you supporting us in that. Last thing I'm going to say today is it's important for all of us to stay positive and to stay faithful through this time of fear and anxiety. So when you're with your children at home, speak positively about your school, speak positively about the situation, speak positively about Jesus Christ and how he works in our lives. Speak positively about our church, because the church leads us to Jesus. And that's what we all want. That's why I'm sending my girls here. I want them to know, love, and serve Jesus Christ through his church, through our Catholic faith. And they'll have that their whole lives. And that's so important to me. And that's why we're here. So I know that's why you're here too. We're in this together. Let's be a team. Let's work together. Let's fight the battles we have to fight as a team. Let's fight the battles we have to fight as a Catholic school community in love with Jesus and one another. Mrs. Bentivoglio's turn.
Okay, fan on over here. Hello, SLDM school community. I'm really excited to someday again be able to greet you in person. But for now, we just have to do it this way through video. I want to talk about two different things. First is a morning drop-off and carpool in the morning, and then also attendance. So as far as morning drop-off goes, we know that you can start arriving, the students can get out of their cars and start entering the school building at 7:30. From 7:30 to 7:50, the morning carpool line is continuously moving and dropping off at the front of the school building. If your child is not able to get out of the car independently at the beginning of the school year, then go and park in the parking spaces in front of Craig Willie Hall, and then you can walk your child to the front door, or that's where you can help them unbuckle from the car and get out of the car that way, and then bring them to the front of the school line. But the moving carpool line in the morning is for students who can independently unbuckle themselves, open the car door, and get out of the car. That way, we have many students that we have to get through that carpool line in the morning. Now, for those of us who have been here for a while, we're going to see some differences this year because we have the new preschool building. So some preschoolers will be dropped off in the morning too. There will be some preschoolers who will be dropped off with their older siblings in our normal carpool line. There will be some preschoolers who do not have older siblings, and they will be dropped off in front of the preschool building. We are asking all of those moms and dads who have those 3 and 4-year-olds without older siblings to wait until 7:50 or later to enter the carpool line so that it doesn't stop the traffic. We know that we'll all learn together how to do this, and in a few days it'll start going very smoothly again. Also, I want you to know that at 7:50 we close the gate, and then students are considered late. And 7:50 is by the watch of the staff member who is on the gate duty. Okay, so 7:50, students should already be in our school building and in their classrooms. If they're walking into the building at 7:50, they still may be counted tardy. I want you to be aware of that. Let's talk about attendance for a second. So for the past 5 or so years, we've had the attendance email, attendance@sldmfishers.org, and that is read by myself, I'm the attendance officer, and the school nurses. So if your child is absent or going to be late to school, you send an email to the attendance@sldmfishers.org. Include your child's first and last name. Please include both first and last name, their grade, and the reason for the absence. We do collect reasons and symptoms for illnesses because the nurses track that. You do not need to send a separate email to the nurses because they read the attendance email. You should, however, CC the homeroom teacher so that they're aware. Now, the exception to this rule this year, because of COVID-19, is if any of your absences are COVID related, send that directly to me or to Mr. Stewart. It's really important that you send any information that is COVID related to either myself or Mr. Stewart directly and only to us. And then we will help you through the process, explain the next steps, and make sure that all our ducks are in a row and we check off everything that we need to check. So we need to make it consistent and make sure that we have the same point person, which is me or Mr. Stewart. If anyone in your house has been diagnosed with COVID-19, so anyone that your student lives with or is in close contact with, that is when it is very important for you to let me know. It's important for you to let me know if your student has been diagnosed with COVID-19, because when I contact the health department, that jump starts the contact tracing a little bit faster. Okay, and then that helps our entire community when we can get that contact tracing done faster. So you can call my work phone number, or you can email me at tbentivolio@sldmfishers.org. And that is all I had for today. I cannot wait to see you in person again. Really looking forward to a great school year. Despite any of the challenges and differences that we have this year, we're going to make it a great year. Thank you.